You walk into someone's house and it looks perfect. Everything seems neat and tidy. The owner says they didn't spend hours cleaning. How's this possible? I'm James from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I'm about to share 15 amazing tricks that will change how you think about keeping your home looking great. These aren't your regular cleaning tips. These are special secrets that create the perfect look without all the hard work. Most people think they need to clean for hours every day to have a beautiful home. That's not true. Smart people use these simple tricks to make their homes look amazing with very little time and effort. When you learn these secrets, you'll never stress about surprise visitors again. Your home will always look ready for company. If you want to learn these life-changing tips, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now. We share cleaning secrets that actually work, and I don't want you to miss any of them. Let me tell you what happens when you don't use these methods. You'll keep wasting time on cleaning tricks that don't really work. You'll feel stressed about your messy home. You'll never get that peaceful, organized feeling you see in other people's houses. But when you stick with me until the end, you'll learn how to transform your entire home with these proven methods.
Secret number 1, the magic 10-minute room rule. Most people make a huge mistake. They think they need hours to make their home look good. This is completely wrong. The truth is that 10 minutes in each room can make your home look incredible. This simple rule will change everything for you. The biggest problem is feeling overwhelmed. When you look at your whole house and think about all the cleaning needed, it feels impossible. This makes you want to give up before you even start. But when you break it down into small pieces, everything becomes much easier. Here's exactly how to do it. Pick one room and set a timer for 10 minutes. Focus on just 3 things during this time. First, put away items that don't belong in that room. Second, clean off the surfaces people can see easily. Third, fix the most obvious problems in that room. For example, in your living room, you could arrange the pillows on your couch, put the remote controls in their place, and wipe down your coffee table. The key is to move quickly and focus on what people will notice first. Don't worry about perfect details during these 10 minutes. You want to create an immediate good impression. This method works so well because it stops you from putting things off. 10 minutes seems so short that you can't make excuses. You also build a habit of taking care of your home regularly, so messes don't pile up. Over time, you get faster and better at knowing what makes the biggest difference.
Secret number 2, keep your surfaces empty. This is one of the most powerful secrets for making any home look organized. When your main surfaces are clear, people immediately think your whole house is neat and tidy. This works even when other areas might not be perfect. The problem is that scattered items make any space look messy. When your tables, counters, and other flat surfaces are covered with different things, your brain sees this as clutter. It doesn't matter how clean the rest of the room is, those messy surfaces make everything look disorganized. To use this trick, find the 3 most visible surfaces in each room. In your kitchen, this might be your main counter, your dining table, and your island. In your living room, it could be your coffee table, side table, and bookshelf. Make a rule that these surfaces should always be completely clear, except for 1 or 2 beautiful decorative items. Make this a daily habit. Before you go to bed each night, walk through your home and make sure these important surfaces are empty. Have special places to store the items that usually end up on these surfaces. Use drawer organizers, pretty baskets, or nearby cabinets to keep these things handy but out of sight. The results are amazing and instant. You create calm spots that make your whole home feel more organized. Guests will always comment on how tidy everything looks. You'll feel more peaceful and focused in a space with clean surfaces. Plus, actually cleaning these surfaces becomes much quicker when they're not covered with stuff. Secret number 3, make your entrance perfect. Your entrance is like your home's business card. It's the first thing people see, and it sets their expectations for your entire house. When your entrance looks great, people won't notice small problems in other rooms. When your entrance looks messy, they'll assume your whole house is disorganized. This is because our brains make quick judgments based on first impressions. If the first area looks messy or uncared for, we automatically think the rest of the space will be the same way. But when the entrance is spotless, it creates a positive feeling that affects how people see everything else. To create an impressive entrance, pay attention to 5 key things. First, keep your floor clean and don't let shoes pile up everywhere. Use a nice shoe organizer or cabinet that doesn't take up too much space. Second, make sure your entry table or surface isn't covered with mail, keys, bags, and other random items. Third, have good lighting that makes people feel welcome. Fourth, add one simple but beautiful decorative touch, like fresh flowers or a healthy plant. Fifth, make sure there are no bad smells. Use a subtle air freshener if needed. This area needs daily attention. When you come home, immediately put your shoes, keys, and bags in their proper places. Before bed, do a quick check to make sure everything is in order. On weekends, spend a few extra minutes cleaning the floor thoroughly and organizing any items that have collected there. The benefits are incredible. You'll feel happy every time you come home to a beautiful entrance. Your guests will be impressed from the moment they arrive. Taking care of the rest of your home becomes easier because you've set a high standard right from the start. Most importantly, you develop the habit of caring about first impressions in every room.
Secret number 4. Use clear containers everywhere. This strategy will completely change how organized your home looks. Using clear containers is a trick that people with perfectly organized homes use all the time. Transparency creates an illusion of order and cleanliness that works like magic, even when what's inside isn't perfectly arranged. The problem is that regular product packaging creates visual chaos. When you look at a cabinet full of different colored boxes, bags, and containers in various sizes, your brain sees this as a mess. This happens even when everything is in the right place. The different shapes and colors make it look disorganized. To make this work, invest in good quality clear containers in standard sizes. Move items like cereal, flour, sugar, coffee, cleaning supplies, and bathroom products into these containers. Choose sizes that fit well on your shelves and have tight-fitting lids to keep everything fresh. The secret is in the visual uniformity these containers create. Even if you just pour the contents in without arranging them perfectly, the final look will be much more harmonious than the original packaging. Use simple, elegant labels to identify what's inside, keeping the same style throughout your home. In the kitchen, use clear containers for dry goods on shelves and in your pantry. In the bathroom, transfer items like cotton balls, cotton swabs, and bath products to similar containers. In your laundry area, organize cleaning products the same way. Even in the refrigerator, clear containers make a huge difference in how organized everything looks. The benefits are many and impressive. You create a professionally organized appearance with minimal effort. You can quickly see what you have at home, preventing you from buying things you already own. Cleaning shelves becomes much easier with uniform containers. You protect food better from moisture and pests, and you develop an attractive visual pattern that works throughout your entire home.
Secret number 5. Organize your drawers perfectly. This might seem strange, since drawers are usually hidden, but perfectly organized drawers have a powerful effect on how organized you feel. Plus, they make it much easier to keep the visible areas of your home tidy. Messy drawers create problems beyond just making it hard to find things. They create a feeling of chaos in your mind that affects your sense of peace. When you know your drawers are disorganized, even if no one can see them, it influences how in control you feel of your home environment. To organize drawers efficiently, start by completely emptying one drawer at a time. Clean the inside and look at everything that was stored there. Get rid of or donate items you no longer use. Then group similar items together and buy internal organizers like dividers, small boxes or trays that fit perfectly in the available space. The key is giving each type of item a specific place. In kitchen drawers, separate silverware, small tools, and gadgets into different sections. In bedroom drawers, organize underwear, socks, and accessories in appropriate compartments. In office drawers, keep pens, paper clips, and other supplies in specific organizers.
Make it a rule that every item goes back in its proper place after you use it. This might seem like extra work at first, but it quickly becomes an automatic habit. Do a quick weekly check to make sure everything is still in its right place and reorganize if necessary. The benefits are extraordinary. You save significant time looking for items because you know exactly where everything is. Your productivity increases because you don't waste time searching through messy drawers. Your sense of control and mental peace improves considerably. You develop organizational discipline that shows up in other areas of your home and life. And when someone needs something specific, you can tell them exactly where to find it without any embarrassment.
Secret number 6. Use neutral colors strategically. This strategy uses the power of neutral colors to create a harmonious and organized appearance. Neutral colors have a special ability to hide small imperfections and create a visual sense of order even when everything isn't perfectly in place. The problem with too many bright and varied colors is what experts call visual pollution. When you have too many different colors competing for attention in the same space, your brain becomes overloaded and sees this as clutter. This happens even when objects are organized, but their colors are too contrasting. To apply this technique, start by choosing 3 to 4 neutral colors that will serve as a base for your entire home. Good options include white, beige, light gray, and soft earth tones. Use these colors for important elements like towels, pillows, storage containers, baskets, and decorative accessories. When you need to replace household items, choose options in these neutral colors. For example, when buying new towels, choose them all in the same color or in tones that work well together. Organizer baskets, food containers, and even cleaning products can be chosen following this harmonious color scheme. The trick is to create a uniform visual background that allows any colorful objects to stand out elegantly instead of creating visual conflict. Even when you have objects of different colors, they look more organized when they're placed in a mostly neutral context. In practice, this means you can have a few colorful accents, but most of your practical items should follow your neutral color scheme. In the kitchen, neutral utensils and containers create harmony. In the bathroom, towels and accessories in similar tones look elegant. In the living room, coordinated pillows and throws make the space feel more sophisticated. The benefits are impressive and immediate. Your home automatically looks more elegant and sophisticated. The feeling of organization increases even without changes in how things are physically arranged. Your decor becomes more timeless and easy to maintain. You save time when choosing new items because you already have clear guidelines. And most importantly, you create a visually relaxing environment that promotes well-being and mental calm. Are you finding these tips helpful so far? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which secret you're most excited to try.
Secret number 7, focus on high-impact areas. This secret involves identifying and keeping perfect only the areas that get the most attention, while allowing other less visible areas to have a more relaxed level of organization. This approach solves the impossible task of trying to keep your entire house perfectly organized all the time. The problem with trying to keep everything perfect is that it leads to frustration and exhaustion. Often, people give up on organizing efforts altogether because it seems too overwhelming. The truth is that not all areas of your house have the same visual impact, and not all areas need the same level of constant attention. To apply focused attention, first identify the areas that have the greatest visual impact in each room. These are usually the places that are in direct sight when you enter the room. In the living room, this might be the sofa and coffee table. In the kitchen, the main counter and dining table. In the bedroom, the bed and nightstand. These are your priority areas that should always look impeccable. Next, establish different maintenance patterns. Priority areas should be organized daily and get special attention when cleaning. Secondary areas, like the inside of cabinets or less visible corners, can be maintained weekly or even every other week, depending on how often they're used. Here's how to implement this. Every morning or evening, take a few minutes to make sure your priority areas are in perfect condition. This might include fluffing pillows, wiping down surfaces, and organizing any loose objects.
For secondary areas, set up a weekly schedule for more thorough maintenance. This strategy works especially well when you have limited time to organize. By focusing your efforts where it really matters, you achieve maximum visual impact with minimal effort. The benefits are both practical and psychological. You eliminate feelings of being overwhelmed because you have realistic and achievable goals. Your home always makes a good impression because the most important areas are always taken care of. You develop organizational efficiency by learning to prioritize what really matters. The time spent organizing becomes optimized and more productive. And you maintain a pleasant environment without sacrificing your quality of life or free time.
Secret number 8, master quick touch-ups. This strategy involves mastering simple tricks that instantly transform the look of any room. These are easy techniques that take less than 2 minutes to perform, but create a stunning visual impact that makes all the difference in how organized your home appears. Quick touch-ups solve the problem of not having time for complete organization when you need to quickly make your house presentable. Situations like unexpected visitors, delivery services, or simply wanting to improve the environment for your own well-being require immediate and effective solutions. To master this technique, you need to identify the elements that have the greatest visual impact in each room and learn how to arrange them strategically. In the living room, this might include straightening sofa cushions, folding and positioning throws elegantly, and organizing magazines or remote controls on an attractive tray. In the kitchen, it means quickly clearing the countertop, aligning appliances, and arranging dish towels harmoniously. The key is creating harmonious visual groupings. For example, instead of leaving objects scattered randomly, group them in sets of 3 or 5. 3 candles of different sizes look more elegant than one single candle. 5 books stacked together create more impact than books scattered around. Learn to use symmetry to your advantage. Position objects in a balanced way on surfaces. If you have a lamp on one side of a table, place a similar decorative object on the other side. This visual balance immediately conveys a sense of organization and care. Develop your quick touch-up toolkit. Keep a few items handy, like attractive trays, small baskets, candles, and plants that can quickly be rearranged to create appealing arrangements. These items act as organizational wildcards that instantly elevate the look of any space. The benefits of quick arrangements are immediate and long-lasting. You gain confidence to welcome people at any time without stress. You develop a keen aesthetic sense that improves your quality of life. You learn to value small details that make a big difference. You create the habit of keeping your home beautiful for yourself, not just for others. And you discover that organization can be quick, easy, and even enjoyable when you know the right techniques.
Secret number 9. Think vertically for storage. This technique involves maximizing the use of vertical space to create a sense of organization and spaciousness, even in smaller homes. Vertical storage not only optimizes available space, but also creates clean visual lines that convey a sense of order and sophistication. The problem this strategy solves is our natural tendency to accumulate objects on horizontal surfaces, creating an appearance of clutter and lack of space. When we don't properly use available walls and heights, we miss valuable opportunities for organization and end up with visually cluttered environments. To implement vertical storage efficiently, start by evaluating the walls of each room and identifying opportunities for use. Install shelves at strategic heights. Use decorative hooks to hang attractive objects. Invest in tall, narrow furniture instead of wide, low pieces. In the kitchen, use walls to hang frequently used utensils. Install shelves for food and spices. Consider cabinets that reach all the way to the ceiling. In the bathroom, vertical shelves can hold towels and toiletries in an attractive way. In the bedroom, use wall height for bookshelves or decorative niches. The secret is creating harmonious vertical compositions that direct the eye upward, making the space appear larger and more organized. Group objects at different heights to create visual interest while maintaining a consistent pattern of colors and styles. Invest in storage solutions that are both functional and decorative. Beautiful baskets on high shelves, stylish storage boxes, and hanging plants create an attractive look while keeping belongings organized. An important tip is to keep most frequently used items at accessible heights and reserve higher shelves for decorative or occasionally used objects. This ensures practicality without compromising aesthetics. The benefits of vertical storage are many and significant. You gain much more usable space without needing a larger home. Your spaces look more organized because there are fewer objects scattered across horizontal surfaces. Cleaning becomes easier with less cluttered countertops and tables. You develop creativity to use every inch of your home intelligently, and most impressively, your home gains a more sophisticated and professional appearance, as if it had been organized by an expert.
Secret number 10. Use lighting like a pro. This powerful strategy involves using lighting strategically to disguise imperfections and highlight the strength of each space. Light has incredible power to completely transform how organized and clean any space appears, and few people know how to use this resource to their advantage. The problem that poor lighting creates is multiple. It can highlight dirt and clutter that would go unnoticed with proper lighting. It can make organized spaces seem lifeless and uninviting. It can create unpleasant shadows that visually break up the space. Well-planned lighting solves all these problems simultaneously. To apply strategic lighting, you need to understand 3 basic types of light and how to use each one. General light illuminates the entire room evenly. Accent light highlights specific elements like artwork or plants. Ambient light creates warmth and softens imperfections. Start by identifying the strengths of each room that need to be highlighted and the problem areas that need to be softened. Use direct light to highlight your neatest arrangements, like a well-organized bookshelf or spotless countertop. Use indirect soft light for areas that may not be perfectly organized. The temperature of light also makes a significant difference. Warmer light creates a cozy feeling and hides small imperfections, while cooler light highlights details and conveys a sense of cleanliness. Use warm light in relaxing environments and cool light in work areas. Invest in different light sources instead of relying only on overhead lighting. Table lamps, floor lamps, LED strips, and even candles create layers of light that add depth and visual interest to a room. This makes any space appear more sophisticated and thoughtfully designed. One trick is to use light to direct attention. Brightly illuminate areas that are always tidy and leave corners that may be less organized in soft shadows. The eye naturally goes to where there's more light, so you control what people see first. The benefits of strategic lighting are impressive and immediate. Your home gains a professional and welcoming atmosphere at the same time. Small organizational imperfections become practically invisible. You create environments that photograph well and make an excellent impression. The feeling of well-being increases significantly because proper light positively affects our mood. And you discover that you can transform any space without major renovations or expenses just by adjusting the lighting. Secret number 11. Create focal points. This strategy involves using anchor objects to create focal points that visually organize an entire space. Anchor objects are central elements that capture attention and make small clutter around them go unnoticed, creating a powerful illusion of overall organization. The problem that anchor objects solve is visual dispersion that occurs when there's no clear focal point in a room. Without a central element to draw attention, our eyes wander around the space, noticing every little imperfection and creating an overall sense of disorganization, even when most of the room is tidy. To choose and position effective anchor objects, select a beautiful and striking element for each main room. This could be a large, lush plant, a striking piece of artwork, a special decorative piece, or even a piece of furniture with interesting design.
The important thing is that it naturally attracts the eye and conveys care and decorative intention. In the living room, a well-arranged sofa with neat pillows can serve as a visual anchor. In the kitchen, a well-organized island or a wall of harmoniously arranged utensils can create the same effect. In the bedroom, a well-made bed with neatly arranged pillows works perfectly as a focal point. The secret lies in strategic positioning of these elements. Place your anchor object at the first point people see when they enter the room. This immediately directs attention to something beautiful and organized, creating a positive first impression that influences perception of the entire space. Keep the area around the anchor object impeccable. If you've chosen a plant as your anchor, make sure it's well cared for and the pot is clean. If it's a decorative arrangement, keep it neat and dust-free. This area should be your standard of excellence that inspires care for the rest of the environment. An advanced tip is to use anchor objects that also serve as organizers. A beautiful basket can be a visual anchor and a place to store items. A well-organized bookshelf serves as a focal point and storage solution. This maximizes both aesthetic impact and functionality. The benefits of anchor objects are surprising and long-lasting. You create spaces with personality and character even with limited resources. Staying organized becomes easier because you have a clear reference point. Your guests always notice and compliment these special elements. You develop a more refined, decorative sense. And most importantly, you learn to use design principles to make your home look more expensive and sophisticated than it actually costs to organize.
Secret number 12. Create smooth flow between rooms. This strategy involves creating smooth transitions between different areas of the house, making each room feel like part of a harmonious and well-planned design. Smooth transitions eliminate the sense of visual chaos that occurs when each room has a completely different style from the others. The problem that abrupt transitions create is a feeling of disconnection and lack of overall planning. When you move from one room to another and feel a very strong visual break, this gives the impression of improvisation and lack of care for the whole house. Even if each room is individually organized, the lack of harmony between them harms overall perception. To create effective smooth transitions, identify elements that can be repeated or echoed across different spaces. This could include colors, materials, organizing styles, or types of decorative objects. The goal isn't to make everything identical, but to create visual connections that unify the home experience. One practical technique is to choose 3 unifying elements that will appear throughout main spaces. For example, you could use natural fiber baskets, green plants, and light wood-toned objects throughout rooms. Each space maintains its own personality, but these elements create visual continuity. Pay special attention to passageways between rooms. Hallways, entryways, and transitional spaces are perfect opportunities to create this harmonious connection. Use similar decorative elements or organize these areas following the same pattern as main rooms. The choice of organizing materials should also follow this logic of continuity. If you use glass containers in the kitchen, consider using similar containers in the bathroom for toiletries. If you have wicker baskets in the living room, use baskets of the same material in the bedroom to organize clothes. Another effective strategy is maintaining the same level of organization in all rooms. If the living room is always spotless, make sure the bedroom and kitchen also maintain a similar standard. This consistency and care conveys seriousness and dedication to organization of the house as a whole. The benefits of smooth transitions are profound and far-reaching. Your home looks professional and well-planned, as if organized by an expert. The feeling of harmony and tranquility increases significantly because there are no disturbing visual clashes. You develop a more integrated vision of your home, thinking about the whole rather than individual rooms. Purchasing organizing items becomes more confident because you have clear criteria.
And most importantly, who create an environment that conveys consistent personality and genuine care for your home. Secret number 13. Build smart maintenance routines. This essential technique involves establishing personalized maintenance cycles that keep your home looking presentable without requiring excessive daily effort. Maintenance cycles are strategic routines that prevent clutter from accumulating and ensure your home always looks neat. The problem that organized cycles solve is the avalanche effect of disorganization. When we don't have established routines, small messes quickly accumulate and turn into big problems that require lots of time and energy to solve. This creates a cycle of procrastination and overwhelm that harms quality of life. To establish effective cycles, divide maintenance tasks into categories by frequency: daily, weekly, and monthly. Daily tasks should be quick and focused on most visually striking areas. Weekly tasks can be more detailed and include less visible areas. Monthly tasks are for deep maintenance and general reorganization. Your daily routine might include making beds, organizing key surfaces, putting away misplaced items, and doing a quick check of priority areas. This shouldn't take more than 15 minutes total, but keeps the foundation of organization solid. The weekly cycle may include organizing specific drawers, cleaning some surfaces in more detail, reorganizing specific cabinets, and generally assessing what needs adjustment. Set aside about an hour a week, divided into small blocks. The monthly cycle is for more thorough tasks, like completely reorganizing a room, evaluating items for donation, cleaning less accessible places, and revamping organizational systems that aren't working well. The key to success is customizing these cycles to your specific routine and needs. If you work all day, focus more on weekends. If you have more time during the week, distribute activities more evenly. Use reminders and associations to make cycles automatic. Associate specific tasks with moments in your routine, like cleaning the kitchen after breakfast or tidying the living room before dinner. This makes it easier to create lasting habits. The benefits of maintenance cycles are transformative and long-lasting. You eliminate feelings of overwhelm because tasks are distributed in a balanced way. Your home maintains a consistent standard of organization without major one-time efforts. You develop organizational discipline that reflects in other areas of life. Time spent organizing becomes more efficient and productive. And most valuable of all, you gain peace of mind knowing your home is always under control, allowing you to focus energy on other important priorities.
Secret number 14. Create coming and going rituals. This transformative strategy involves establishing specific arrival and departure rituals that keep the house organized in an automatic and enjoyable way. These rituals are sequences of simple actions performed when arriving home and before leaving, creating constant and effective maintenance of overall organization. The problem that lack of organized rituals creates is gradual accumulation of small messes during transitions. When we arrive home tired or leave in a hurry, we tend to leave objects out of place, create small messes, and ignore details that later turn into bigger problems. To create effective arrival rituals, establish a sequence of 5 to 7 actions you'll automatically perform when entering your home. This could include putting keys away, placing shoes in the organizer, hanging up coat or bag, checking for any mail to organize, and doing a quick visual check of main rooms. Your arrival ritual should be comforting and help you transition from the outside world to your home. This could include lighting a scented candle, playing soft music, or simply taking a deep breath and appreciating your organized home. This creates a positive association between organization and well-being. For departure rituals, create a mental checklist to ensure you leave your home in proper condition. This might include checking that key surfaces are clear, that there are no misplaced objects in visible areas, that unnecessary lights are turned off, and that everything is safe and tidy for your return. A powerful technique is using these moments to make small organizational adjustments. As you walk through your house during your departure ritual, take the opportunity to put away an object that's out of place, adjust a sofa cushion, or organize something that caught your attention. Your ritual should also include preparation for the next day. Set out clothes, organize bag or backpack, and prepare items you'll need to take with you. This helps avoid morning rush and keeps you organized even when you're in a hurry. Repeating these rituals consistently turns them into automatic habits that don't require willpower or conscious effort. They become a natural part of your routine, like brushing teeth or locking the door. The benefits of arrival and departure rituals are profound and far-reaching. You keep your home organized without conscious effort because maintenance happens automatically. Transition between home and outside world becomes smoother and more enjoyable. You develop greater awareness and care for your home environment. Your sense of control and tranquility increases significantly. And most transformatively, you create a more harmonious and loving relationship with your home, seeing it as a refuge that deserves constant care and attention.
Secret number 15. Hide your organization systems. The final strategy involves mastering the art of invisible organization, which consists of creating organizational systems so well integrated into the environment that they function perfectly without drawing attention to themselves. This is the most sophisticated technique and what really sets apart homes that always seem naturally organized. The problem that overly visible organization can create is an environment that feels forced, artificial, or overly controlled. When all organizational systems are in plain sight, it can create an impression of rigidity rather than natural harmony. Invisible organization solves this by creating maximum functionality with minimal visual interference. To effectively implement invisible organization, you need to think like a professional interior designer. Every organizational solution should be functional, but also aesthetically integrated into the space. This means choosing organizers that look like decorative elements, using furniture that serves dual purposes, and creating systems that work behind the scenes. Invest in multifunctional furniture that organizes without looking like it's organizing. Benches with internal compartments, coffee tables with discrete drawers, mirrors that hide storage niches. These elements maintain organizational functionality while contributing to overall decor. Use internal space of existing furniture intelligently. Add internal organizers to drawers. Install extra shelves in cabinets. Use the back of doors to hang discrete organizers. These solutions are completely invisible but multiply your organizational capacity. The technique also involves camouflaging necessary organizational elements. If you need baskets to store objects, choose models that look like decorative pieces. If you use organizing boxes, opt for designs that integrate harmoniously with decor. The goal is for each organizational element to also contribute aesthetically. Create themed organizational zones that flow naturally. Instead of having an obvious organization corner, arrange organizational solutions in ways that feel like natural decorative choices. An attractive tray on the coffee table organizes remote controls, but looks like just a stylish accessory. Develop maintenance systems that are intuitive and natural. Invisible organization only works if it's easy to maintain. Every object should have a logical and accessible place. Every system should be simple to use. Every solution should make sense to everyone living in the house. The benefits of invisible organization are the height of home sophistication. Your home looks effortlessly elegant, as if organization were an innate talent rather than conscious effort. People feel comfortable and relaxed in the space because they're not aware of rigid systems of control. You develop an advanced level of organizational thinking that seamlessly integrates functionality and aesthetics. Maintenance becomes a pleasure because you work with beautiful, well-designed systems. And the end result is a home that exudes genuine sophistication, effortless elegance, and the kind of organization that people admire, but can't quite explain how it's achieved.
Your next steps. We've reached the end of this comprehensive guide with 15 powerful secrets that can completely transform the look and feel of your home. These strategies aren't just about organization. They're about creating an environment that exudes tranquility, sophistication, and genuine care for the home you've built. The most important thing to understand is that having an organized home doesn't require perfectionism or dedicating hours every day. The secret is applying smart techniques that create maximum visual impact with minimum effort. When you master these strategies, organization becomes natural, automatic, and even enjoyable. Remember, small, consistent changes lead to extraordinary results. Start by implementing 2 or 3 of these techniques that make the most sense for your current situation. Allow them to become second nature before adding other strategies. Real transformation happens when these principles become fully integrated into your daily routine. Your home is a reflection of the care you take of yourself and the people you love. Every effort you make to create an organized and harmonious environment is an investment in your well-being and your family's quality of life. You deserve to live in a space that exudes peace, elegance, and pride of a well-kept home. Here's my challenge for you. Choose 3 of these strategies and apply them for the next 2 weeks. See how small changes can make big differences in your home's look and feel. Most importantly, notice how this positively affects your mood and relationship with your home. If you found this content useful, don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks and turn on notifications to receive more organization tips that actually work. Share this video with someone who could benefit from these strategies, and tell me in the comments which technique you plan to try first. I love hearing how these tips are transforming the lives of people who follow our channel. Remember, I'm James, and I'm here to help you create the organized, peaceful home you deserve. Until next time, keep making your home a place you love to be.